Breaking. Bitcoin hash ribbons have just flashed red for the first time all year. You have to know what this means. I have a question. Would you like to know when to buy and when to sell? Would you like to have a lot more free time? Would you like to make extra income? How would it feel to make 5 times more during this bull run? I have exactly what you need. This is the largest ever discount on my courses in 6 years, a ridiculous 75% off, but it's only for a limited time. My courses will change your life forever. My courses are exactly what you need right now. If you say, my courses are expensive, I agree. My courses are expensive, and they'll take about 10 minutes per day. But you won't find anything even close to the quality or the results. Plus, at checkout, we have payment plans for as little as $269 a month. If you say, okay, I'm interested to sign up, but I want to make more profits and I'll sign up later. You could do that. Or you can invest in yourself, invest in your education right now, and make 5 times more in this bull run than you would have with your plan. If you say, okay, Steve, I'm interested in the courses, but I'm contemplating putting money into the courses or just putting it into Bitcoin. You could just put it into Bitcoin. Or you can invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your future, sign up now, and make 5 times more during this bull run than you would have with your plan. Imagine 5 times more money sitting in front of you right now. Don't throw that away. Sign up today. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. Again, that's cryptocrewuniversity.com. My courses are for day traders, swing traders, and long-term investors. My strategies and techniques you'll learn in the courses will help you in any market forever. They work in stock market, they work in crypto, etc., etc. This is a lifelong change you're about to make. cryptocrewuniversity.com. Now, let's jump into the chart. Here we are on the weekly Bitcoin US dollar index. We have hash ribbons down here at the bottom. Now, let's break down the hash ribbons so that you fully understand what's happening, because you can clearly see we just had our first flash of red all year. And you can start to see over the past couple years what's happened with these flashes of red. But we've got to break it down. What does this red mean? What do these circles mean? What does this green circle mean? What does this blue circle mean? And are we going to get a blue circle? Are we having a buy signal in the hash ribbons? Let's break it down. So first and foremost, this is Charles Edwards' indicator. So shout out to him. You can find more information at lookintobitcoin.com. Now, essentially, it's 2 moving averages, right? There is a 30 MA and a 60 MA. And when the 30 MA, which is this green line, crosses down below the 60 MA, which is this gray line, we get this red area here. As soon as the 30 crosses below the 60 and we get this red, it tells us that essentially miners are capitulating. Now, we have to understand human psychology, and as soon as we understand human psychology and we understand the roles of the miners, this is a pretty major signal. This tells us when miners are basically giving up. When they're like, you know what, this is not working, this is not profitable for me, I'm not interested, the hash rates are not where I want them to be, I'm giving up. And it tells us as buyers, like, hey, this is actually a pretty good time to get in the market when the miners are capitulating. So it's this kind of like underground indicator that gives us a different view as opposed to just comparing price action. Right? If we're looking at just price action and maybe we have some moving averages overlying price action, it doesn't tell us really the behind the scenes of the miners and when they're capitulating. So this indicator, I really enjoy it, right? So you may say, okay, that's fine and dandy. It looks like they capitulated here, but then why wasn't there a buy signal? Okay? So when the miners capitulate, it goes into this red area. When the miners are finished capitulating and they're back on schedule, this green circle will print. This green circle tells us that that period is over. Now we're back on track. So if you look at these red periods, right, regardless of the buy signal, if you just look at the red periods, it's around these market bottoms, right? It's not the ultimate market bottom. It's around these areas where the market starts to turn, okay? So case in point, back here, 2018, November, December area. We started to have these minor capitulating coming in. This red came in, the 30 MA moved below the 60 MA, and then it finished here, marking sort of this market bottom before the market took off from around 3K up to 14K. Right? So the point of this indicator is not to time the market bottoms. The point of this indicator is to look at short-term market bottoms prior to a rally or recovery in the market. Okay, so they're fascinating, right? Look at the 2019 buy signal had a 300% rally. You take a look at the 2019 buy signal had a 48% rally. You look at the 2020 buy signal had an 850% rally. You even go back to the 2021 rally, 70% rally. So these are all coming off these buy signals. They don't happen often, generally around once a year, maybe a couple times a year at most. And sometimes we have these big gaps where we don't have any buy signal, right? We haven't had one all year. And the question is, are we going to get one? What we do know is that this 30 MA, this green one, just moved below the 60 MA, and then it just came back out. Okay, so we had this little gap of red right around when price was roughly 30-ish K, 29K. As we've stated before, especially if you watched our earlier videos, Bitcoin is acting in the same sequence it did in all prior cycles. We call this phase one of the bull, where we had our market top, then we had our market bottom. Our market top and bottom were met with this key level right here, which acted as our support in the midst of the downfall, and then acted as our resistance at the bottom of the market. And then that exact level acted as our support in phase one of the bull. We are in phase one of the bull right now. It's almost undeniable. Right? If you go to 2016, you can see market structure here holding support. That same market structure held resistance during the bottom, and that same market structure held support during phase one of the bull. That's exactly what happened in 2020, and that's exactly what's happening in 2023. That same market structure that held support during this period was the same market structure holding resistance during the bottom of the market, and that's the same market structure that's holding support during phase one of the bull. So we're in phase one of the bull. We can ask ourselves, okay, in phase one of the bull, how did the hash ribbons react? Was it similar to this, right? Because we can see, like, okay, we have this little midst of red, the first of this year. Is it going to act similarly to 2021? Where we had this little blip of red here, and then a downfall in price, and then a further miner's capitulation, even a bigger move to the downside. Is that coming? Well, this is almost irrelevant to compare this fractal pattern to what we have now. This fractal pattern, the market topped here. It double topped here. We are near phase one of the bull. So it's not quite logical to compare this fractal pattern, but what we could do is look at other instances where the market was coming into phase one. So this is phase one, 2015. We didn't see a buy signal until this next blip in the radar here. So we had phase one of the bull, built this structure. Our resistance of phase one was our support for this little phase two action that we can see here. So it's not quite similar. How about if we go all the way back to 2012? 2012, bottom of the market. This was the move into phase one of the bull. Phase one of the bull was this whole area here where we were building incredibly strong market structure. But we saw a buy signal come in towards the end of that phase one of the bull. And that could be similarly to what we see now. We had a buy signal towards the bottom here, and then a buy signal came in towards the end of phase one. So then the question becomes, okay, what is this buy signal? Why didn't we get a buy signal here? And are we going to get a buy signal here? So in order to get this buy signal, three things have to be true at the same time. Number one, we have to have this moving average, the 30, go below the 60, right? That's item number one. We have to have that. Then we have to have the 30 MA move back above the 60 MA. That has to be number two. And number three, we have to see an increase in price. If we have those things being true at the same time, then we have a buy signal. If we have the market where the 30 MA moves below the 60 and then the 30 MA moves back above the 60, but price doesn't increase, we will not see a buy. That's the key difference. So here we had the 30 move below, the 30 move back above, but price didn't increase. Here we had the 30 move below, 30 move back above, and price increase. Okay, buy signal. 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 So it needs to have the price increase after the first two are true. So did we have that here? No, we didn't have it here. Therefore, we didn't have a buy signal. However, we had an end of the capitulation. This green button means the miners are finished capitulating and we're back on track. So what you see happening is that we're building critical market structure. The market has moved sideways week after week after week. We said about 100 days ago, be prepared for the market to move sideways for roughly 100-ish days, because that's what we've done in every single phase one of the bull. We're still on schedule for that, but it's very noteworthy material to indicate what this signal is, how is it defined, and what does it mean to you? It's very relevant to take a look at these hash ribbon signals so we can understand what the miners are doing, because usually whenever they're giving up, we want to get in and we want to buy up what everybody is throwing away, because that's when we get pretty good deals. It's a firestorm. This is the best time. There's blood in the streets. People are giving up. That's when we want to step in. We see the future of what's happening here. We can read the charts like a book. This is phase one of the bull. It's time to pay attention. So I wanted to bring this to your attention. It's very noteworthy material. We're on a roll. Our third upload today. We're going crazy. But the main thing is, do not miss out on the largest ever discount on my courses in 6 years. In 6 years, we've never had a discount like this. A ridiculous 75% off. You're going to learn when to buy and when to sell. You're going to have a lot more free time. You're going to have a lot of extra income, and you're going to make up to 5 times more in this bull run. It's a brainless decision. Go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, sign up right now, and not to mention, you're going to have 24/7, 365 email support. Anytime you have a question, hey, Steve, I think I see this in the chart. I think I'm looking at this trade setup. Is this right? Am I doing this correct? Am I following this correct? Is this the right strategy? Is this the right chart pattern that I'm seeing? All of these questions that you have nowhere to get answers right now, you will have me 24/7, 365. That right there is that's priceless. That's priceless. You know that. You know how many questions you have in this industry. You know how confusing this industry is, how overwhelming it is, and how nerve-wracking it is to make a trade. You're always wondering, am I doing this right? Should I be buying right now? Should I be selling right now? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? No more worries. No more worries. You're going to have a lifelong strategy that you can use in the stock market or crypto or Forex. You're going to get my strategy that dominates. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Go there before the time expires. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs.
I was just investing my money, throwing it into the abyss.
Lost a pretty good amount of money.
I was losing bad.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
I realized that I definitely didn't know enough.
I decided to start taking his classes.
And now with Steve's plan, I'm up 32,000.
It was just a totally different experience for me.
What I spent on the course times 3.
I've been staying disciplined.
And you learn to do it without emotion.
I'm appreciative for this course. It really works.
Don't be scared. Take the leap. Do the courses. It is amazing. It'll change your life. It changed mine.